All right. All right. All right. Go. So, man, man, oh man, oh man. I get two big wins. That is the Falcons, and the and get ahead of ourselves. Like, defense held serve. The offense just was not doing it. The offensive line was just not doing it. Yeah, we got some Bijan runs and some good passes here and there, but we got their defense beat up our offensive line. Niners, that is. Their defense beat up our offensive line all night, and Penix had some rookie mistakes start to flicker. A big one, too, near the end of the first half, with a fumble. Yeah. We lost that game and went back to 500. Mariners and Blue Jays are forced to are going to a game 7. What else? Lightning lost again. Took 4 out of 6 on the road. Not off to a good start, and Kucherov did not play again. Now, onto this game. Last we left, we were starting on a case where with a book writer and his partner Cal went missing after getting into a fight with each other. So we go out and investigate, and we get our way, do a little investigating around, and it leads to a printmaking factory. And once we do, where Chuckles, Mr. Lestrade, works at, and when we do get to that said, and at the end of the stream, when we did get to that printmaking factory, we found Cal brushed up on the machinery there. It was terrible. It was such a bombshell to end the stream on, too. So, after the initial shock of that, we are going to have to investigate that. And find out what exactly happened. Hopefully without losing too much detective rank. but I think we've got a good cushion for that. I'm gonna try to be as careful as I can throughout that. So yeah, let's keep going. So we're here. This was Cal. And this is his body. Cal Downey, that is. Okay. So what am I gonna look at first? I'm gonna go like yeah, I wanna do the shocking stuff last. Factory wall, the large windows, and then we'll do the password. I should keep my investigation to this room for now. Oh yeah, I do a lot of reading in this game because this game has a lot of text. So if this gets annoying, just tell me now stop, and I'll stop and I'll read it for myself. If you wanna take in the game instead of having me read to you, I'll not read to you, but until I hear otherwise, I'm gonna read it aloud. Okay. Flag. Reminder that the Rivulet government controls who and what passes through this factory. Alright. So the printing machine proper. So I'll look at it. I'd like to have a look at the machine itself, starting with the side opposite of Mr. Donner's body. This must be the drying tray, where the printed sheet is allowed to sit undisturbed. There are other pages here. Yep, that's right. There ought to be a few pages from our test runs last week. You have a look, if you want. As suspected, the paper sent to Downing matches the pages in this machine's output tray. This is the note's origin. Someone working here snatched a page and used it for a letter. Why not just use a clean sheet? The note was anonymous and vague. Using the print type was deliberate. Downey knew exactly which machine to visit. Seopter attempted to cover their tracks by offering hints that only Mr. Downey would recognize. Huh, pretty sharp there, as long as it's right. Also doesn't make me look any less, but it doesn't. The pages in the tray match. Devout in your innocence, thou shalt find the truth and use to its own. However, if you are guilty, you should know my wrath. Oh yeah. I can't believe Knoxley has got mangled by Darby Allin, and it still has enough energy to do detective work. That ended kind of abruptly, though. I'm looking forward to seeing how that progresses on Wednesday once Dynamite gets back on by the way. The smell. Egger and ink stacked here smell several days old. They lack freshness and chemical astringency. I don't smell any blood. Even a trace amount on the machine would have revealed itself to me. So it wasn't a stabbing or a mugging or something? I suppose they could have been a heck of a mess, huh? She's trying to lighten the mood. I suppose I can't blame her. I'm just glad Downey didn't bleed out. Touch. Some sheets of paper are piled up in the outfit tray here. The paper feels dry and consistent. quite familiar. Hey, be careful with these pages. We've got to keep them so we can compare flaws between different print runs. Ah, my apologies. I suppose this machine sees a lot more use than I assumed. There was something underneath, you see. There it is, a leather-bound portfolio. It was being concealed underneath the paper on the machine here. Yes, that's Cal's portfolio. Carries it everywhere, but takes it home with him after work. The latch is undone. It's been opened. Downey is over there. This portfolio is stashed here on the other side and opened up. This is odd. Did he hide it here to protect it, or did someone take it from here and then try to find something inside? Cal carries it under his coat wherever he goes. He must have taken it out and hidden it there. Right? But it does appear to be open. And the contents are disheveled. Perhaps someone found it and was searching the content. The question now is, was that the assailant's goal? Was Downey carrying something that they desired? Downey's portfolio of artwork was strange. I think you may be right, Knox. Oh, Cal. What did you get yourself into? Take all the time you need, Mr. Underwood. I will bring the truth to light and clear your good. Parts of this machine creak and rattle when touched. The amount of weight must take its toll on the device. Hey, don't do that, Dragon. These machines are old. My apologies. You can build a Rivulet State Office if I broke anything due to my investigation. The machine is operating incorrectly. It's no longer roughing. Perhaps it is malfunctioning. That could cause a fatal accident. Look. Overpowering bitter ink. Yeah, that'll learn you to watch where you lit. There could be other compounds mixed in with the ink, that even my distinguished palate cannot identify them. Like what? Poison or blood? Could be anything. I must be thorough if I wish to discover what happened to Mr. Downey. This time, why don't you go with the simplest explanation and say it's ink for now, yeah? Yes, I suppose he's right. I don't sense any blood or poison around the machine anyway. As expected, the roller is mainly inorganic metal, which I cannot sense here with my magic. But, this is what I sense. A few of Mr. Downey's feathers are stuck to the roller against the black ink. Oh, good eye, Seven. I didn't even notice the legacy. So, what's that mean for Mr. Downey? It's hard to find a pattern given how easily strings feathers on, but I shall do my best. There are likely more feathers. I should be alert in case I find any more. It could be meaningful. Okay. Now the floor. Floor beneath the machine is quite dark, and it appears dirty. There's a large dark stain close to the machine. Yeah. I haven't gotten a chance to clean it up yet. Looks like some poor fool already walked through it, too. Right. The dark spots around the ink stain. They must be footprints. Check the soles of Mr. Downey's shoes. They look pretty clean. Then these footprints belong to somebody else. God, the oldest trick in the book. Unless it was one of us walking through the years. Shoes are unclean. Either someone was here or someone left these prints with a different pair of shoes. Not belonging to Danny on the floor. There's another clue. Scents of bitter dust and machine oil line this flooring. I'm also picking up traces of Downey's scent here. Ah, yeah. Hard to clean underneath these big machines, you know? I'll give it a good scrubbing this week. Not to worry. Daddy's unique odor is stronger here on the floor beneath the machine. Oh, that's why. Some of Mr. Downey's odoriferous black feathers are scattered around the floor. Do you think it hurts to lose a feather like that? I cannot say. It does seem like it would be unpleasant. Perhaps you can ask Mr. Underwood when he's well again. However, given how many I found, they must have been shed under duress. Something happened to Mr. Downey here. Are you sure? The cow was fighting with the machine. Shouldn't there be feathers on the other side? Yes, something must have happened to him over here. As a result, he shed several black feathers from his body. Meanwhile, someone trying to conceal evidence might have missed these black feathers beneath the shadow of the machine. Feathers were violently shed. Well, evidence, too. It feels like kind of a lot of assumptions at once, don't it? Indeed. I ask that neither you nor Fawnwright do any cleaning around the machine until my work is complete. Black substance on the roller, the floor, and Mr. Downey's coat. Someone was quite careless with the sink. Yeah, looks like someone spilled it all over the place. Give me a real pan to clean it all up. It feels slightly tacky to the touch still, as if it hasn't finished drying. Perhaps Downey spilled it by mistake. Could have been spilled by anybody. I'm pretty sure it was one of the workers, so better not be. If there's a spill during business hours, we get it cleaned up right away so no one spills on it. Relatively recent, outside of operating hours, might be an important factor in some other clues. I can hear a low hum beneath the structure, and a hiss. Something low and mechanical in nature. Probably some of the steam pipes. The machines that don't run off electricity are powered by steam. Older models, I assume. And with steam, there must be a source of heat someplace. Yeah, coal burners around back run the steam generators that also feed pressurized steam into parts of the building. Powering up this factory seems like an ordeal that only a skilled engineer can handle, like Miss Fauna. Taste of dragon, and also some hits of rubber shoe soles having passed through. There are 7. You know I had a chance to sweep the floor. Yes, that is to my advantage. Needs more clues to find, malicious clues. Just messing around. Hey, yeah, people certain pass by here, but how do we... I mean, was the ink stain still wet at the time? Here it is. It's faint, but it's a death echo for certain. Could it belong to Mr. Downey? The only way to know is to center myself upon it and try to relive the moment for myself. It is old and nearly faded. I won't be able to experience the same severity as a fresh one. Still, I must try. Pressure. About the check stimulus. Something fully backwards. Can't breathe. Slowly faded. Losing the light. Almost like I've given up. No need to fight back. It's too late now. Oh, 7. Easy now. You alright? I found a death echo. I was focusing it. Oh, one of these again? Come on, take a minute, alright? Death echo. Check. Mr. Downey cannot breathe in his final moments. That much I can say. Death echo is several paces from his body. This is not something I can readily explain. Alright. blue. Okay, I'm not. Large, tall, big walls plated up with its national motto. This building is quite old. Large windows are flooding the interior with sunlight. The factory's electric lighting can't hope to compete. So I'll go for the blue coat. Downey was wearing a long blue cloak over top his cloak. Coattails appeared to be protruding from under the robe. I recognized the style. Pre-revolutionary Rivulet Army officer's coat. It must have been bequeathed to him. Yeah, I like a good coat. You do, too, right? Makes me feel, fashionable. Indeed. Bad it got ruined. It's in there pretty good and tight. That roller is real heavy. It presses down hard. It's pulled under the roller by his coat. It was cool. It was a miracle Downey was not completely covered in the machinery. Faint scent of coal on his coat, reminiscent of days spent in Rivulet's capital. He must have worn it quite often. A brief flash of some sweet scent wafted from the coat and then disappeared. Something faint. You sure? Have a weird thing to say when you're smelling a dead body up close like that. Yeah, I don't believe I'm mistaken. Unfortunately, it is too faint to identify. I shouldn't let myself get started. Without knowing what Downey was, I'll only end up going after false leads. Let us move on. There's something hard on this inside of the Downey coat. In the pocket, something Cal wanted to keep hidden from others. Can you fish it out, or did the roller damage it? Here we are. It looks like a metal key. When damaged by the roller, thankfully. It appears to be iron, very old. A key? I've not seen that one before. It must unlock something that Cal planned to visit after work. D. It does not appear to be a usual house key. Much too large and unwieldy. It has a stamp on the handle. Ah, of course. That's the stamp of the Central Rivulet Bank in the Industrial District. Bank key. Very old metal key. One of a kind, it was a Downey pocket. Key. Hidden in the coat pocket. He was trying to hide it from some aggressor who was successful. But what could be awaiting him in the bank? No signs of movement as a step. The fabric seems to groan and grind against itself. The pressure. Let's see what else I can find. Ah, Downey has a golden watch affixed to his belt. Yeah, his favorite watch. Passed down to him. Solid gold, too. He wore it to work every day. Was it functional? Yes, he wound it frequently and took care of it. Interesting, because it's not ticking. It's not? Maybe it was broken by the machine. It appears undamaged. If I wind it, it begins ticking again. It appears to have stopped after winding them. Older watches like that need to be wound off. I used to have a similar one. It lasted 3 days on a full wind. If you wound it on Fire's Day, then it ticked down over the entire weekend. How long has he been here? I've got two testimony today saying Mr. Downey was alive and well a few hours ago. For it to wind down entirely, he must have died 3 days ago. Fire's Day, after the factory closing time. I suppose he did die at the end of last week, right after our fight at work. Oh, Cal, I'm so sorry. Calm yourself, Bishop. I shall untangle this web and clear the end as I promised. Date of this watch gives me time for I should keep it in mind. Wherever this pretty neat recipe is, it's quite bitter. Fortunately, that makes it easier to identify. Are you trying to eat his coat? Not as such. Just identifying things that may be on the surface of the fabric. It seems to be mainly ink. This coat is made of very fine fabric. I believe it may be over a century old, likely passed down to him. It's a nice one for sure. Long too. Hate to see it all mangled up in the machine like that. That's right. His death echo was not where his body is now. His coat has shrapnel on his side. And finally, the body itself. It appears to be the body of Mr. Johnny. A magpie, male, late 20s, well dressed. He fits the description. Yeah, I never bet the bloke, but I believe you. What do you think happened? I see no obvious injury, so I'll have to observe more closely if I wish to answer that question. Was Mr. Downey a victim of foul play? Or did the machine deal the killing blow itself? Both outcomes are possible. Mr. Downey's face was quite strong. A busy day of sweat and exertion. The fusty feather dander under his cloak. But wait. It's subtle, but unmistakable. There's also a scent of rotting flesh. But rotting? Don't that take them normally a couple days? Yet, it does. Yet the scent is unmistakable. Downey certainly was not up and on his feet this morning. Ugh, poor bloke. Not to mention whoever's got to clean this place up. Probably gonna be me. What's the matter, Steven? You got real quiet. This trouble me. Because I have two people who say they witnessed Downey alive earlier today. For real? The heck is going on? Multiple liars? Mistaken identity? Has he been dead the entire weekend? The actual date of death will be important. Now, I just need something else that can support the assumption. Something more tangible from the scene. Cold body, beginning to stiffen. Feathers beginning to come loose as the skin retracts. Huh? What's up, Steven? Something wrong with his neck? Possibly. I can feel a contusion on the front of his throat. Something pulled taut against his skin hard. And choking. Maybe it was his coat since it's pulled against him on the roller? Yes, that could be. It could also be due to something that happened after death. I need more evidence. Something strangled up. I don't think there's a chance someone might have done this to him. Like on purpose. Yeah. Yes. Someone could be trying to lead us astray in order to cover up their actions. Something pressed against his throat either way. Likely with enough force to constrict his breathing. No signs of breathing, I suspect. The silence is rather chilling. Yeah, when this place gets going, it's like a huge wall of noise. That's why we take safety so seriously around here. If your clothes get caught in the roller, someone might not hear you screaming for help. That's what Flora says, anyway. Is Downey familiar with the safety protocols around these machines? I do not believe this was his first visit here. taste. His fingers seem to be clean. That's odd. You're still thinking with your tongue, huh? What's so odd about his fingers? He planned to defend himself, free himself, or do anything. He would likely start with his hands, but his fingers seem to be free of ink, fur, blood, fur, feathers, or anything else that could be revealing. Maybe he couldn't use his hands. Or maybe whatever got him was something unexpected. God. Wait a moment. What's this? A single patch of ink on the elbow of his undershirt. It is dried but tastes as bitter as the rest of the ink. Yep, that's probably printing ink. What's wrong with it? Think, my friend. If Downey was wearing his coat during his visit, how would we pick up the stain underneath it? Oh yeah, good catch. Maybe he wasn't wearing his coat when he picked it up. Like when he took it off at the door. But its existence means Downey knew not to wear his coat near the machinery. He was not wearing it when the stain occurred. Yet for some reason, he decided to put his coat back on over the wet ink before returning to the machine. Coat must have been put on in post-mortem. This is an important inconsistency I should overlook. Oh man. I'm concentrating well I can, but I cannot his what now? If someone dies, the moment of death leaves an imprint in the world of itself. That go with that one. I can use my magic to sense and relive the moment if I'm at the spot where they... But this time, does your magic hold up in court? Because I'm thinking it will. That's right, his Doth Echo was not where his body was at. I'll need to prove that without magic. Oh man. So I guess it's clue building time. Was Downey's death intentional? Downey's body has death echoes behind the machine. Bull. That doesn't tell it. Black feathers were violently shed behind the machine. The pages in the tray match the sheet from don't know. No, that doesn't mean anything. That could be somebody might have. Somebody else entire that isn't gonna prove that. Okay, it's stopwatch, ink stains. There's like 50 million reasons why that. Footprints not belonging to them. Well, that could be anything. Something. God, I don't know. How long has Downey been dead? Downey's body has started to decay. Okay, this one's easy. Downey's pocket watch wound down over several days. I will wait around. Are there inconsistencies with his death? Yeah. So, Downey's death echo is behind the machine. Could be one. It's not an inconsistency. Okay. Downey has instincts. That, the first one could be wrong. I'll put it. White feathers were violently. Pages of the Juggling the machine. Two of these are hard. Wait. All right, let's give it a try. I'm gonna take it slow, so maybe I can find something through this. All right, here we go. Mr. Jolly's trapped really an accident. Let's see. The black feathers being violently shed behind the machine. The constriction of Downey's throat by something strangling him. A quantity of black feathers shed around the scene, and an inexplicable contusion around Downey's throat. I believe this indicates Downey was strangled by something from behind after a brief physical struggle. Maybe so. He's got black feathers, so the killer must have missed a few in the dark while trying to get. Okay. We produced a hypothesis out of that. My thoughts as well. I believe this indicates we are dealing with a murder. That's just the start of my investigation. I don't know. Let's see your points, I guess. Not certain that name's a name. I still think this is all about it. Seven knows what he's doing. You don't got nothing to worry about, Miss Fonda, right? Just you wait. Alright. Okay. Pages from the tray. Footprints not belonging. And 3 could be wrong. So it's impossible. Dining was okay. Match the sheet. Footprints not belonging to Downey. Search portfolio. It seems the memo lead was a useful one. The test pages here match the lettering on the back of this anonymous note. And of course the set of footprints to Downey. Do they actually belong to a factory employee? I might add. In addition, Downey's portfolio was separated from his body and appears to have been opened and searched hastily. That kind of a stretch. Anyway, this rest, of course, are attempting. Will find out for myself. The author of this note was awfully likely awesome. Have justice for what happened to you, Downey. Okay. We found it. And Downey's body has started to decay. Okay. There was... All right. Only the yesterday, roughly speaking, started to decay, and the pocket watch wound down and stopped on its own, and his body is just now beginning to decay naturally. It was the night before the weekend. The factory went under stirb all weekend, and he died just after the closing night shift on Fires Day. Cow! Right after, maybe I too am, especially not within your shuttle. The dead for executed. Regardless of the fight. More importantly, no Downey died last week. Yeah, you just said not to use the Death Echo, so I'm not going to use the Death Echo. Chicken. If I were to set up a crime scene, what kind of story would it be? What about the Death Echo? A sense of cover. Almost enough to fool a rusty old detective like me, but not quite. Get up, Seven. What are you talking about? Downey's shirt were inconsistent with the rubber. His coat was put on after his sleeve was mute from the spill on the floor here, several paces away from where he sits Downey's death hand on the other side of the machine, not where he lies now. This makes me believe that was moved to the machine after he perished. His coat was put on a racing shirt after he was already in it. The machine won't gets the machine after death. Leon fell on the floor and got a shirt. Then his coat was put on after, yeah? I believe so. Wanted to make his demise appear to be an accident. However, their methods were imperfect. So I've built so I built a case. I built clues with only a minimal hit to my detective rank this time. So that's good. So I'm getting better at this, I think. It was just that maybe we don't use the death echo, but the hint says to use the death echo, so I was overthinking it. So we're gonna go and hypothesize. Data following someone. Hmm. Okay. beckoned here by a suspicious visual. An altercation ensued, and he was strangled from behind. This attacker staged his body to make it appear like his coat was caught in the machine, but their methods were imperfect. During the struggle, Downey spilled a vessel of wet ink on the floor here, leaving a small black stain behind. The ink stained his undershirt when he fell to the ground. He was dressed in his coat again afterward by the culprit. His portfolio was searched, and he was left for the police to find and declare his death as accidental. It was made to look like an accident. We have completed to come to roost, which is not the actual case too, but it's part of it. Mr. Downey was likely cleared by his mystery contact here, who attempted to cover up what they had done. His pocket watch wound down, indicating he likely died at the end of last week during the secret meeting. He was carrying a large key somehow related to the bank. Our next action is to find out what transpired there. God, a murder and a cover-up. So who do you think did it? I do not have any evidence pointing to anyone specific yet. That means everyone here remains a suspect, unfortunately. All right. I suppose I better go and call over Morris and his boys so they can wrap up this. Not just yet. I wish to perform one final round of questioning first, now that I have new knowledge. So we finish investigating. Rivulet Print Factory. Printer area. Late afternoon. Murder. Oh, I don't like it. Why not stick with a simple explanation? There was an accident. That's it. Excuse me? If it's a murder, then there's a murderer. That means we're all suspects. Any one of us could go down for this. But if we say it was an accident, nobody's got to stand trial. Because, I mean, just look at the scene. You don't trust my methods, then? Licking hands? Picking pockets? Dragon magic? Hell no, I don't trust any of that nonsense. Unless you want to name a name right here and right now, then I ain't going along with this. I told y'all, those machines are dangerous. The police will say the same. What have we gained from denying it? Do I actually have a suspect? I should take this opportunity to organize my thoughts. People we've encountered who either know Mr. Downey or have access to the factory, or both. God. Oh man, I hate to do this, but Roy Underwood. What? I didn't say you were guilty. I'm merely presenting a scenario. The court of public opinion, you're guilty. But as you are my client, I am sworn to find it clear you're guilty. Well, for what good it does me, I didn't do this. I never practice, I should say. Well, we get Flora out of the way. Flora? You've been quite evasive ever since we met. Your attitude is, yeah, I knew you were going to turn on me sooner or later. So what's your argument, Dragon? Access to the factory, knowledge of the machines, and familiarity with, not mention the physical strength to strangle someone and remove their body with relatively. Alright, I'll play. I'm the head engineer of this place. Never wanted to off the guy. Why did I do it in my own factory? There's something else that ties you directly. Right? The rose you're carrying, you still haven't explained it. Because it's none of your dang business. It's got nothing to do with Downey, alright? Downey had a similar, almost much older rose stored alongside a memo concerning money that was lent to just dumb luck is that. His drink, excess of politician, Viola Martell, the government safety inspector. Later this morning in the city, she goes known Downey for... Why? How do you think she's involved? One, she testified to Downey this morning, detailing the events. Oh, sure. Did she say he saw him across the street during the rush? Could have been mistaken. Perhaps. My other concern is that she goes at this to the factory as an inspector. Can I say something? 7. He said someone set up the machine to make it look like this. Maybe someone's trying to set Miss Martell up. Make it look like she failed her safety inspection and got someone killed. Could be, but only employees should be near the machines anyway. If anything, it makes me look... Heck. Sorry, miss. Then I didn't say nothing. Viola has access and knowledge of the machines, but lacks a motive. She has close friends with the authorship. I doubt she is the Mysterian one. Inspector Salver, too. I should broaden the search. Tim Birch? Yeah, knock her up in paperboard? We had the chance of coming. Please, let's put an adoring thing. But how adoring? Could he have done something rash in a bit of adoration? Jen try to cover it up? Easily sneak into the factory of the weather. And his testimony outright lied about it. Jen? God, he's real bad at this. I fully intend to interrogate him again should our paths cross. There are too many holes packed into the story. The only part that doesn't fit, so we can get some straight with that up. We've had an accomplice tonight. Unfortunately, none of my suspects are a perfect fit for the facts, you said. There must be someone who knows Downey and knows of his financial situation. Strength and access to the factory. No one's banging on the entry door. Come on, Chuckles. It's the police! What? Who summoned them? Nobody left this room. Don't do anything rash, Mr. Underwood, and don't try to run. I will convince them to keep you under my guard. Ah, this must be the scene of the death. Mr. Knoxley, good evening. Good evening, Morris. The deceased is Calamus Downey, the illustrator. Who summoned you to the scene? Even if I knew, I'm not allowed to divulge that. I was told by a junior officer who was alerted while on patrol. Possibly alerted by the culprit or accomplice. Somebody wants to disrupt our independent investigation. Royal Underwood, yes. As a person of interest in Mr. Downey's death, I was placed here into custody. You will be held at the barrows of question in due time after we have completed our investigation here. But I'm innocent. I have nothing to do with it. That is not my decision to make. It is standard protocol when investigating a public figure of high notoriety. Morris, allow me to make a formal proposition on behalf of the government of Rivulet. I had a feeling this was coming. Mr. Underwood has been helping me investigate Mr. Downey's whereabouts since this morning. I would like to keep him under my protection while I continue my investigation into Mr. Downey's death. Bad idea. Even if he's not responsible, it's for his own safety. Because as soon as word gets out, responsible. So the police already have reason to suspect Underwood in this. Why am I not surprised? Look, Detective Doxley, we both know that people higher up the food chain are the ones who make that call. Then allow me to place Mr. Underwood under custody myself. Just for one day. That's all I ask. And what will you do if he is responsible for this? He won't be able to escape me. He's not a flight risk. Right. You're one of them. You better move along before the rest of my team arrives. I'd hate to have to make an arrest so soon. Thank you, Morris. I don't understand. What does he mean, Knox? It means we should continue on the trail of your partner's murder. You've been given one chance to clear your name. Oh, Cal had that key on him, right? Something to do with the bank. Maybe he went there too. Mr. Underwood, you should go home and get some rest. Leave the case to me. You've been through a lot. No, no, I cannot stop here. Cal, and for the authorship, I must see the truth with my own eyes. You guys are heading out then? Justice Merrill. Soon as Morris gets the body gone, we gotta prep for the week. Yes. Thanks once again for your assistance, Mr. Lestrade. I am indebted to you twice over. Yeah, I'm holding you to that, Seven. Wait. Can I ask you something personal? Al? Look it, please. You, ever heard that old story about how death follows the miasma dragons wherever they go? Bored me. It's probably nothing but, I mean, it seems like wherever you go, every time you show up, there's another dead body. Since I've met you, I've seen more dead guys over a couple afternoons than I did in my entire 2 years in the army. It's nothing. Never mind. Forget I said anything. Sorry. Bank. If we hurry, we can get there before it closes. It's on the other side of the island. Oh, man. Rivulet Central Bank, Industrial District, early in the evening. Ah! We're too late. I believe the bank is closing up for the evening. It appears someone is still inside. Perhaps they will let us in if I show my badge. That's Archimedes Thornroth. Hey, Archie, open up. Mr. Underwood, what are you doing here? The bank is closed. Come on, Archie. They gave you run of the place, right? Just let us for a few minutes, please. All right. He is with you? Yes, he's my assistant for the day. I can vouch for him. Archimedes Thornroth. A pleasure to meet you. Seven Knotsley. Are you the manager of this bank? No, no, nothing like that. I have a special relationship with this bank. They grant me consultation time after hours. Or, notorious name. I should take a closer look. A very well-dressed silver fox who carries himself with an agreeable will. His expression is difficult to read. I hear the faint rattling of coins or paper where he moves. He must be carrying a lot of business and money. He radiates the finest silks and flowery cologne from his body. He is a very immaculately groomed man indeed. Metallic taste lingers on his blood. He has been handling a great deal of coins recently. His fur is soft and splashed, almost impossibly so. I had better stop. Anyway, yeah, whoa. These specimens are quite fresh. Were they a gift? Archimedes, age 30, still a fox, wealthy socialite living in Rivulet, person of interest. Archie, listen, there's something you should know. Better hear it from me than from the papers. Cal's dead, Archie. I see. Have arrangements been made? I would like to send flowers. No, not yet, not yet. We just found out. You and Mr. Knox? Is he an investigator? Yes, I didn't mean to keep that. Sorry. We're going with something supposed to be this way, Mr. Downey. That means another connection. And potentially another suspect. I should question it all at the chance. We won't be able to leave the bank while I'm standing. So, what's going on? Could you tell a little bit about yourself? You appear to be quite the socialite and trivial. Well, I don't get out as much as I did in my youth. Familial responsibilities seem to have ambushed me all at once. From the Thornhoff family, yes? That's right. I am the sole heir, the third generation since the Revolution. All of that history rests upon me. Some say the Thornhoff family are the true ones. That could have been the case before the Revolution. Now it feels like the Platts are watching my every move. My grandparents staunchly refused the revolution at first. They controlled large tracts of land outside the city walls. Eventually, they were coerced into agreeing to a revolt, and in turn, their lands were spared seizure by the government. I've been investing in revitalizing the region around the family estate of the farmland. Something the people actually need. You didn't have to delve so deeply into your family's activity, huh? It is but history. Knowledge that should be free to everyone. I could talk your ear off all day if you let me. Well, don't worry. I shall keep it brief. I know you have more important matters to tend to. What is your history with them? You seem to know Calamus Downey. Could you tell me about your history with him? That's private. Archie, please. He needs to hear it from you. Very well. Calamus and I were lovers for a short while. We broke off over 5 years ago, I'd say. We've spoken off and on. We would meet at holidays, special gatherings, but our paths didn't cross otherwise. Very close to each. 5 years. That is more than the age of the mystery. Perhaps Johnny swallowed his pride, and perhaps he knew the consequences of that. About that raisin, it's not silky. Do you like it? It's a custom cultivar. I converted a portion of the East Gate grounds into my own personal raising. Sounds nice. Good to have a hobby. Gee, provides an escape from my other business. This blood red variety is my estate specialty. It may very well be the source of the horses, or at least his estate. Does this prove that he's connected somehow? No, roses from the Thornhoff estate. Donald Downey's note, Flora, and Atkins. Lord Thornhoff, answer truthfully. Where were you at the end of last week and over the weekend? You needn't brandish the finger at me, Mr. Buster. Truthfully, my answer is rather uninteresting. I had business in the industrial district at Unity. They retreated to my estate home for the weekend. That's all. Can you be more specific, particularly about your actions in the industrial district? Is this a testimony? Mr. Knoxley, I am not at liberty to divulge any details of anything else. Good. It's open and cooperative. He is obviously hiding stuff. And the timing of the murder lines up. Well, it's testimony. Thornhoff had business with the industrial district. Archie, we're gonna find out who did this. So if you know anything, please. You believe he was murdered. Do you suspect anyone? The police believe it was an accident. The head engineer of the printing factory still has much to answer. As for a distant suspect, it seems that new ones have been revealing themselves at an alarming rate. In that case, tread lightly. You never know whose lives could end up ruined over a stray accusation. Was that a threat? Certainly seemed to get under the skin. I have to be going. Royal, be sure to close the gate when you're through here. The lot will engage automatically. Thanks, Archie. I wish we could have caught up on better terms. You're thinking the same thing I am, aren't you, Knox? Archie was probably our mystery investor. Indeed. The rose, the sum, and the coldness of the memo. Did Downey and Thornroth suffer a bad breakup? Can't rightly remember. Archie has always been a little cold, reclusive. Maybe he's got secrets of his own? He definitely does. I chose not to mention the existence of the loan to keep him in the dark about our investigation. Well, he definitely knows you're onto him now. Why'd you have to imply his involvement, Knox? To judge his reaction. And if he knows he's a suspect, he's more likely to slip up trying to cover his trail. Staging it to look like an accident would normally be his final act, but now he thinks he made a mistake in his cover up. The Thornroths have been synonymous with shady dealings for decades now, with talk of organized crime in the capital. How much of it is truth, and how much of it is propaganda by our government's newspapers, is entirely up to you. I'm doing my job in defending you, Mr. Underwood, even if it means unearthing some ugly truths. Uh-huh. Well, mind your tongue around him. He no doubt has some powerful allies among the elite of Rivulet. Now, as to why we came here, the key. There must be a key to one of those safe deposit boxes, right? My thoughts exactly. A heavy key for a heavy lock. In a building that predates the revolution by many decades. Which box does it fit, though? Does it say on the key? It does not. I assume the owner is meant to keep up with their own box number for added security. Cal always handled the bank stuff. He never even mentioned a safe deposit box. Well, suppose we'll have to try a key and all of them. We could be here all day. If I find something that may tell us which box to try, I should consult my friends.
Here it is.
This must be it. 314. The handwritten note on the very first deposit slip darned out back in the deposit box. They wrote down the numbers so they worked together on a scrap piece of paper. Indeed. So that's why he kept it. Let's find box number 314 and discuss it. Mr. Underwood should have higher spirits. Perhaps the thrill of the mystery has given him new determination. There was something inside. Here, Knox, take a look. Stack of drawings. A stack of papers hidden in a safe deposit box at the bank, unknown to the public. They appear to be drawings, several of them on thin tracing paper. Sketches, perhaps? They look like sketches, all right. So Cal took them out of his portfolio and stored them here? That must be the case. For some reason, one of them stored someplace safe before his meeting at the factory. Hold on to it, Knox. Let me safer with you. You think whoever killed Mr. Downey would be interested in these? I don't see anything incriminating. You never know. Let's get out of here before we attract too much attention from the night patrol. It is getting late. And now, allow me to escort you home, Mr. Underwood. We shall pick you up again in the morning. Thanks, Knox. I have a room in the Cobble District, just across the bridge. I'll lead the way. Alright. Canal Boulevard, Cobble District, early nightfall. Someone's coming this way, I do believe. Ah, I know him. Well, I'm acquainted with him anyway. Detective Knoxley. A pleasure, as always. And this must be the esteemed Mr. Royal Underwood himself. Apologies. Have we met before? Asher Silverton. And I'm here to force your confession concerning the murder of Calamus Downey. What? On whose authority? Silverton. I've already declared myself as Mr. Underwood's captor to the police. What's this about? Ah, yes, the police. I gleaned your involvement while overhearing their investigation of the accident site, and coupled with a few interviews of witnesses in the region, I believe I had a formidable case myself. You've been conducting your own investigation into Mr. Downey's death. Indeed. And I believe I have a compelling narrative that puts Mr. Underwood's actions into doubt. He's been using you as his personal guard in Knoxley, but did you not ever think to verify his claims for yourself? Fine. Let's hear your recounting of events then. Knox? If he has truly interviewed these alleged witnesses, then he may have details that we've missed. I am confident in your innocence, Mr. Underwood, therefore we have nothing to lose. And if you cannot disprove my claims, then turn the accused over to me. Indeed. Now allow me to begin at the beginning. Feel free to interrupt at any time. I should listen to Silverwood all the way through for now. I must try to follow his logic. Downey was set on betraying the failing business by secretly withdrawing his half of the authorship's assets from the bank. On the evening of Fires Day, a black bird wearing a coat was witnessed at the bank's gate, begging to be let inside. Clearly, it was Underwood, who learned of his partner's betrayal and wanted to protect the company's access more than anything. But Underwood was too late. He opened the deposit box in the bank vault and discovered it had been emptied by Downey. That's all. You believe Mr. Underwood learned of Downey's betrayal, confirmed it with the bank, and terminated? That's right. I have witnesses who can confirm the records made by the Blackbird. This is preposterous. Think you are, Mr. Underwood, please. Emotional outbursts will only make you seem more guilty. Allow me to handle this. Good. Okay, I'll leave it to you. Now that I've heard the accusation, I should have picked through his statements one at a time and find the flaw. One of his statements may conflict with something from my notebook. I should predict the contradiction at that time. I'm ready. Allow me to recount your assertion. I shall find if you have a flaw in your logic. Downey was set on betraying withdrawing his half of the office. Fires to go. You think this scheme would work? What could Mr. Downey possibly escape to once he told? No, as long as Downey Underwood pushed in. Why not talk it out? Not my place. There is a moment. Oh, absolutely. Blackbird wearing a coat was witness at the baby's gate, begging to be let inside. Now that would draw attention. Do these witnesses mention anything else? Any other details? Not from what I gathered. It was such an emotional aspect. They'll excuse themselves. Well, it was with it under. Should I have known? So cast. Clearly, it was Underwood. Wanted to protect this out. It's a Blackbird. Are you certain it was Mr. Underwood? The only Blackbird that I see, Who knows there are two Blackbirds. I cannot prove which bird was the one trying to. I should let him continue. See? Underwood was two. He opened the deposit box as well. How do you know this? This size would have a box in the vault to store. Count is one thing. The items stored in the vault would be significantly straight. Wait. Underwood discovered here that even colorful. You see, I found some put in a business. Okay.
Well, actually.
That's right. Underwood could not have gone to the bank vault after Mr. Downey, after you had, as you assert. Oh, this should be good. Do you intend to support that? Revolution. Each deposit box in the vault has one key and only one key. As it so happens, the key to the authorship's deposit box was stowed safely within Mr. Downey's coat the whole time. Therefore, Underwood would not have the key needed to open the deposit box. He was not at the bank, as you described. I see. Who do you presume was attempting to visit the bank on the night of Downey's murder? It should be obvious it was Mr. Downey himself. He is a magpie. A blackbird, as the witnesses described. Of course. Truthfully, I did not have a chance to see the body before police took over. Well, all is forgiven if you would let us go. Just yet. I believe the motive still exists, even if the events of that night weren't quite as they seemed. How long do you plan to let this farce go? Until I'm satisfied. Rest assured, I have my own share of evidence that casts this evidence. You must be saving it for some coup de grace. I don't like this. You confirmed Downey visited the bank, but Underwood's whereabouts still have no explanation and no alibi. After the argument, perhaps Downey had second thoughts. He decided on a neutral location to work things out. That's why Downey invited Underwood with him in the factory. Why else would Downey quit after years? Unfortunately, Underwood was still uncooperative. In a fit of rage, he decided to end Downey's life that night. So you insist the two men met in the factory to reconcile. Why would they not meet in the offices? They had just enjoyed a very visible fight at their office, with witnesses on their street overhearing it. Picking a neutral location, which they were both familiar with, would let them solve their issue. After Downey's trip to the bank, well, time to find a flaw. Confirmed Downey visited the bank, but Underwood's. Suppose that's true. I did not meet him until this morning. But no one's definitively placed him in the factory either. Hold that thought, Detective Ramsey. And allow me to set the stage and show how Underwood has been missing. Have to deal with this supposed evidence together as you do. Your argument. Perhaps Downey had second thought. He decided on a neutral. Factory is a government-controlled facility. Why would he suggest breaking into a secure facility like that? They are a book publishing company. They both have had ample experience with the printing facility. Well, you must not be aware of how tightly the government protects its assets. Though the building was empty. Either way, I can't why that Underwood went to the factory. Besides, should focus on why Downey. That's why Downey invited Underwood to meet with him in the factory. Why else would Downey be there after hours? You say Downey ended up in that factory due to an invitation from Mr. Underwood, correct? That's right. It was after hours, and the week was over. Downey would have no other reason to be there. Seems my raises. Look, you're about to tell me that Downey was at the factory for some other reason. Trying to remove the frill, though. Let me see. Downey has discovered it.
Explain this.
Take a look at its note and what it was written upon. I found it hidden in Mr. Downey's desk this morning. I see. It suggests that Downey was invited to the factory ahead of time. I take it you've not discovered the author? Not yet. Presumably, the author is also the killer. And did you not once stop to consider whether a Mr. Underwood was the author? What? Could have planted this note in the hopes of throwing suspicion to a summon suitor. I take it was in the mail that appeared in his hiding place was less secure. You are missing one detail about Mr. Underwood's whereabouts. Namely, without a key to the factory, he could not have entered. And yet Mr. Downey was still able to enter regardless. Curious. Unless he was allowed entry ahead of time. As Tina, the apparent accident with the machine. Yes, Underwood did the deed without being there at all. What are you talking about? Downey was beckoned to the machine that made this print. That is your reckoning, is it not? Well, I have evidence that this is exactly what Underwood wanted. Oh, how I've been waiting for this moment. You believe Mr. Underwood somehow tampered with the machine and said he trapped Mr. Very good, Detective. I have proof that Underwood would have such an opportunity for... This must be evidence. It's tired. It's still under the assumption that killed down. Even though his death occurs, I shall allow this absolute charade to go on. Detective, the administrator and visitor back from the print factory at the end of last week. Strange. Visitors to the factory leaving of the murder. As you can see, Mr. Underwood did visit the factory right before Downing's death, but I'm sure he mentioned it. He did not. Mr. Underwood, explain this. I'm sorry, Knox. I didn't think it was. But at first, I guess I froze up. Being at the factory would have made me look suspicious, so I kept it to myself. You have to believe me, I'm innocent. I was only there briefly to check the print schedule for this week. How did you obtain this log, Silverton? I took it from the clerk's records during my brief look around. I saw Underwood's name and knew it would prove useful. Simply and bottom on my own Saturday after my witnessing it. Just took it from the scene. Oh, reckless. Something a dragon would do while in pursuit of prey. You see, proof that Underwood was at the scene of the crime. And more than enough suspicion to involve it. Underwood knew Downing would be loitering near the machine that made the print. So he sabotaged the machine in such a way that it would trap Downing in the scheme of murder scene. The memo would have arrived before their fight. So, was it all for show? No, I cannot doubt Mr. Underwood. He needs my help now more than ever. There must be a clue on the line sheet, though. Something that shows Underwood couldn't have sabotaged it. Do any Underwood sub? Okay. Check in. Oh. Check in departure. Check in departure. Okay. So Lestrade. Lestrade was entered before and after. Bonroy arrived in the early afternoon. Mr. Lestrade was. Must have finished English. Yes, sir. Our nation. While at the factory.
I've got it.
Here, Miss Martell entered just after Underwood's departure. She departed a few hours later as shown on the log. Miss Martell is a safety inspector for the government. She inspects the machines to ensure they're in working order. Naturally, if a machine had been tampered with, as you said, the inspector would have surely noticed the danger. And that would have spelled the end of Underwood's supposed death machine sabotage scheme. What do you say to that? Not bad, Detective Knoxley. I see you've interviewed quite a number of witnesses yourself. Please, Silverton, you're blinded by your fixation on Underwood's guilt. Step back and breathe for just a moment. Huh, perhaps you're right. Try as I might, I cannot make the fit. Underwood's lack of alibi and public persona do make him the most obvious suspect. Therein lies the danger. The nature of this murder and its cover up to look like an accident, all obfuscation done by the true culprit. The killer knew suspicion would immediately fall upon Mr. Underwood should their fake accident scheme be revealed. You make some good points, Detective Knoxley. Our killer was careful to muddle the trail. My apologies, Mr. Underwood. I hope this cloud of suspicion hanging over your head is dispersed before long. Yes, well, I didn't expect the court of public opinion would have turned against me this quickly. No harm done. If anything, this confrontation has given us new facts to work with, and another obvious benefit the killer's motive, a detail we have overlooked, and something I hope to explore more fully tomorrow. Tomorrow? Yes, it is getting rather late. Shall we meet at the authorship at dawn tomorrow, Knox? I shall see you then. Silverton, if you would like to help with my investigation, I've done enough damage as it is. Let me leave you with a log and my own collected notes. Silverton's observations. Silverton's independent investigation results. It's up. We shall meet again, I am certain. Good evening. Good night, and thank you. I don't know where I would be spending the night if it wasn't for your help. Just doing my job. Get some rest, Mr. Underwood. I should tidy up my notes from the day, then retire as well. All that frolicking around in the sunlight was quite exhausting. Outdated material removed. I tidied up my notes for the investigation going forward. Call it a night? Netflix cabin. Lot like border fens. Very early the next morning. Morning already. My sleep schedule is in shambles ever since I began taking on new cases again. I said I would meet Mr. Underwood at his office at dawn. It's still early yet. Early. Ah, that's right. Tim Burschank, the knocker-upper. His story was full of glaring contradictions. He should be beginning his rounds of the Cobble district. If I hurry, perhaps I can intercept him and question him. If he is our culprit, then I'll wring the truth from him. If not, I have a few other suspects still to question. First, Flora Fawnwright. She had the means, and the time and location seemed to line up. Second, Viola Martell, the inspector. She inspected the factory the day of the murder. She may know something. And finally, Archimedes Thornroth, a shady individual. I should begin with figuring out the meaning of those roses. Time is wasting. I shall use my draconic senses to track down Tim Burschank somewhere in the capital city. Capital city of Cobble District. Dawn is broken. There you are. I knew he had to pass by this bridge eventually now to get his attention. Ah, Mr. Knoxley, sir. Good morning. Tim Burchett, I've been looking for you. You have? How did you know where I would be? You said you lived in the Dirt District and you do your morning rounds at the Cobble District. You would have to cross one of the two bridges eventually. I just happened to pick the correct one. Well done, sir. Well, my rounds are about to start, so I'm afraid I cannot stay and chatter. Not so fast. I take it you've heard the news. What news is that, sir? He's being evasive. Time to find out what he knows. I should be direct. The unfortunate passing of Mr. Calamus Downey. I imagine it was all over yesterday evening's front pages. Oh, yes, sir. It was. Now he's clammed up entirely. I know he lied about seeing Downey yesterday morning. The question is, why? I should be vague about the timeline of events. Only a few of us know Downey's true date of death at present. Look, I can't press it correctly. Guilty conscience always slips up sooner or later. I'll let him trap me. Quick word before you go. I was hoping you could confirm something for me. At what time did you say you saw Mr. Downey yesterday? I've got a 4 stack of hint tokens in case something goes wrong. His tap is set for 5 each workday morning near the start of my rounds, yes. I didn't ask when he was scheduled. I asked when you saw him last. I don't really understand the question, sir. I could have only seen him from the window, you know. Never mind. I suppose the exact time is not. Any oppressor would like to tell me that I never answered you. Yeah, I can see that. That's quick confirmation. Just say Mr. Downey was wearing his song. It was. Oh, right, it's famous long coat. He wears it whenever he's tempted. Thank you. I'm glad you remembered. Yes, sir. There's the dumb. I just need to use him one minute to get the proof. He's lying to me. There's Mr. Brown. Can I just move that sometime?
That's a lie.
Tim, think back to yesterday. You said, and I quote, he was wearing his casual clothes. No mention of his coat. Indeed, this discrepancy calls into question whether you actually saw Mr. Downey at all on Moon's Day. I know. You said the last time I saw him, right? The truth is, I saw him again later that morning, yes? You did. You did not. Just say so. So, whatever you wrote down yesterday morning is no. Doesn't matter. I don't think you saw Mr. Downey either time that you said you did. Well, but see here, I can prove it. Remember, I said he always tossed a coin down to me at things. Just so happens to have it right here. I didn't have a chance to spin it yet, so it's sat in my trousers. That's neat. Gold, is it not? That must be a solid 2 weeks' worth of wages for a boy. Yes, Mr. Downey is rich and successful. So generous, and he shares his story. Downey was already dead by this point, so this coin gives it. Tim looks like he wants to take something. Must be his chance for Troy to try to win. Well, it was good to see you. But just want to walk and talk. I need to focus, huh? I don't want to make a mistake. I think this recklessness could be as I'm doing. Oh boy. I've caught him in one lie, but he's chosen to double down on it. Let's keep up the pressure then. Unfortunately, I still have my doubts as to whether you saw Mr. Downey as all. That's because come on, that's it. It's quite lucky, you know. Of course he would share with. He would perhaps if he could. However, it's not just the fact that Downey was dead, but for a different reason.
Well, actually,
That gold coin he allegedly tossed to you, never mind its weight from the height of several stories, would be dangerous. But Downey wouldn't willingly part with such a sum. You see, the authorship is facing great financial strain as of late. It is? Indeed. When I investigated Downey's workspace, I discovered he had been fretting over the company's finances. So, callously sharing such a large amount of money is no doubt generous, but not believable in this instance. I had no idea, but he gave me the coin. Swear to it. I guess I should come clean. Finally, you seem so adamant that you met with Mr. Downey and received this gift from him. Explain yourself. Right. I suppose all the talk of them in the papers has had me confused. I tell him where I saw him last. It wasn't actually yesterday. No, it was before then. Yes, that's right. I saw him at the bank. Yes, that's why he had the gold coin. He must have withdrawn it. That's quite a swerve, Mr. Curious. Why do you wear these things over the officer? I'll be honest with you. Quite the hurt. I will need to demonstrate more. Thank you for clarifying your encounter with Mr. Downey. However, I have one little problem with your tail. My tail? What's wrong? Is something stuck to it? No, your story, Tim. About seeing Downey attempting to enter the bank late last week. What did you say? That was when he tipped me. He came out carrying a big stack of papers and he couldn't see his hands. He must have fished around his pocket and the first coin he found. That's why he gave me the gold coin. So the story is too. Something about him. What is proof? Yes, the detailed account or spinning a top. James Downey was led inside the merge. While holding this page was Downey.
See here.
Papers you speak of. Would this happen to be the same stack? It is true they are quite large and unwieldy. But at least say, maybe I didn't see what was on them. I just know he was carrying them when he left the bank. Because these pages were found inside Downey's safe box. Yesterday, in fact, after he was dead. Meaning he didn't leave with them. He deposited them and then left the bank after finishing his business. Huh? Therefore, he couldn't have blindly handed you the gold coin. His hands would have been empty as he was leaving. What really happened is you learned of this story about a scuffle at the bank. That's why you mixed up the details. That is yet another lie. You were involved in this case, huh? I'm sure of it. Tend to find out how. Just curious. Did you sort of feel too? I was barred from service. I am a man real scared of it. Maybe you should be barred. Nothing after all. Somebody managed to shame me. Keep that in mind. I appreciate your commitment. I didn't see this. Tell the truth. A man is dead, Bershang. You don't suspect me, do you? That's what I'm trying to find out. Through all of the lies, I am having difficulty picturing your sequence of events. Hear what he's told. What is the most perfect question yet the answer for? Answer me truthfully. I didn't get you. Where were you? And you answer honestly and carefully, as you are presently a suspect in Mr. Downey's death. Downey was found dead in the Bay Street print factory. I am questioning anyone who may have visited the place. Where were you the evening when he was last seen at work? Thursday, the last day before the weekend, last week. Do you suspect me after all? Mr. Nazi, I thought we were friends. I thought we were too. But you've been spoon-feeding me lie after lie this morning, and I've had my fill. I wouldn't have harmed Mr. Downey that night. I wouldn't. But I couldn't have. Oh, no? So you have an alibi then? After my rounds, I went straight home. I wasn't anywhere near the factory on Thursday. Tim, who or what are you trying to protect? I know that you didn't go home. Second, departure.
More lies.
Tim, have a look at this record sheet. It logs all of the visitors to the print factory on Fire's Day. Oh no! Oh yes! I think you have given me enough chances to be honest with me. Now I'm going to have to get nasty. I'm sorry. Please don't tell my employers. I just made a promise that I wouldn't. Promise? What sort of promise? Oh, I can't. I did. These tears seem genuine. He's almost at his wit's end. Take a moment and collect yourself. It will all be over soon. I'm alright. I'm ready to talk. Somehow I already doubt that. But I think I'm finally ready to put the pieces together. You look kind of sorts today. Are you okay? I usually thrive at night, so I've been giving. Perhaps it makes me seem like more of a threat. I thought it was strange that you were assigned to the factory because of the law. Normally, you wouldn't do such a thing, yes? Then I realized it. You created an alibi. You needed proof you made it to your job on time. The paper delivery. In truth, you were late and missed your pickup time due to your late start. That's 2 jobs that we did. You signed into the factory at your normal time. Left to finish your knocker-up rounds, then returned to sign out. But that wasn't your only visit to the factory, was it? After all, these newspapers had to end up somewhere. You must have come back in secret after the factory closed, so you could pick them up outside and finish your deliveries. But something else. Many of the lists surrounded that night. You go to the factory. Where did the gold coin come from? Simple enough, it was a gift. Oh, Mr. Knoxley, please. Yes, and even in a city as large as Rivulet's capital, I have a fine idea about who could have given it to you. You wanted to stay invisible. Could have. Someone.
I've got it.
Archimedes Thornroth, social darling of the wealthy elite. His actions in the industrial district were a mystery until now. Even if you don't know his name, I have no doubt he fits this description. Male, silver fox, black top hat. To stay quiet, pretend he was never there. Tim, I'm trying to catch a murderer, and I need your help. No amount of gold is worth silence on this matter, and Lord Thornroth is one of my top suspects. Yes, a silver fox with a rose. That was him. I'll tell you everything I swear. And there it is. You could have avoided all of this grief if you would have just done so at the start. But now... Don't arrest me, sir. I promise I didn't do anything wrong, sir. Then tell me this. Why all the lies, starting with yesterday, when you said you saw Downey in the morning? Right, sir. I'll do my best, sir. The truth is, I need those jobs. They're all I have. I don't want to lose them. A knocker-upper in the morning and a delivery boy at night, both dependent on a strict schedule. Well, yes, sir. I was right to rise 2 mornings in a row. If my employers found out, I'd be shot for sure. The morning of the murder against you. It looks like he still has employment. The lies, the factory, all to ensure your employer didn't find out you were late. But wouldn't your customers realize you're not late? You must have hundreds of clients in the district. Everyone wants guests like Mr. Downey, but truthfully, none of them even know my name except for him. As long as I insisted there was time and had the log of my factory through my schedule, I could keep my job. A risky gamble. He must not have known the ramifications. I suppose I'll keep a secret as a show of goodwill. A few more questions and then I'll let you. Okay. Why did you testify to seeing two different outfits that was down in the That's for yesterday. It's different. Just said, I was going off memory. Usually in the morning, he has this casual way. The large lithograph of Mr. Downing in his life. I see. He didn't have a true answer either time. Sorry for cussing. Thornlock paid for his silence and put back in his past fight. Approximately what time was it? Past sundown, perhaps around 8 p.m. since I was late collecting the last stack of product for my delivery. So Thornlock didn't use the frontage. So saw someone around the factory. Might have been him. Well, told me he was never there. Then he sent me away. It was quite thrilling, I must say. It's like being in a couple dreadful crime fiction. Thornlock didn't want any witnesses, and his entry lines up with Silverton's accounting for entering the factory. The power was shut off afterwards. Did Thornlock bribe Mr. Fonright to leave the lights on? Well, you see Miss Fonright then. She was the lioness who would have signed you in and out of the factory. Her, right. No, can't say I did. Only when I did the bit of business with the signage. When I returned in the evening, I did not see her at the rear entrance. I was focused mainly on my patron. Realistically, she would have left from the front entrance. However, I have no witnesses who will attest to this. Public check. Pocket pictures. No chance you did. Can you believe this factory this summer? Did you see Viola Martel with you? She is a government safety inspector. A cat. You can't rightly remember. Only hopped in at the front and then ducked down after feeling large. I'm still trying to form a clear picture of her. Where? Thus far, it seems like she was in the Capitol all day. You think she had a hand at this? A government inspector? No! That's a service I wish I could do. You taking on a government position. But that remains. She questioned this contact. I see. I shall pass by her. Did anyone else enter the factory while you were waiting for the papers? Did Miss Thornroth have any come? This home is serious, but no, I do believe he was alone and I was the only other person. That's all. If I think we weren't harmed or antagonized in some way. No, sir, the fox was quite legitimate. For flowers, oh, strong enough for a bird. Must have been spraying them for a cologne. Why? That's all. I've taken note of everything you've told me. You have been very helpful. Tim, you can get it. It's the night of the month. Thank you, sir. I hope you find out who hurt Mr. Dillon. He was always so nice. It's that I think. Try if you must. Don't feel the need to follow it. Oh, I'm better now. I should go start my life. Good morning to you, Mr. Noxley. Nearly sunrise now. I shall hurry up to meet with Mr. Underwood at the authorship as I promised. Mm. Okay. Capital City, the Underdale. Okay. So it just saved. Alright, so Alright, so it's been 2 hours. So I think we've actually what happened here? Detective Nazi, please step back. This is a crime scene. Mr. Underwood, is he? It's okay, officer. You can let Nazi. It's alright. Goodness, that scared me. Morris, Underwood, what happened here? It's like somebody broke in overnight and tossed the place down. I have all the gun. Look, huh? Culprit or merely crazy mind? I need to get inside and investigate as soon as possible. A passerby early this morning saw the broken window and reported it to my tower. I've just about finished it. Any leads or witnesses? Come now, detective. Any of there were clues to go on. I can't believe it. So no then. What's the message? Royal Under... I can take you into protective custody. I would highly advise compliance. Not yet. I still have a few hours left in my deal. He stays with me until then. Understood? Yes, I would feel much safer in the Nazis' protection than in the Barrow's officer. I'm sure you understand. Check in at Tower 51 by noon, or you'll be declared a fugitive this morning. I will formally report this break-in for you. Be sure to bring me a list of any assets. Officer, I guess I'm spending my few hours of freedom cleaning. Think of this as an opportunity. Our culprit is the point. They might have inadvertently left it. I don't smell any blood, so it's unlikely the cut-ups. We'll have to see what's missing. Thanks, Doc. Find anything else? Lord Thornroth was at the factory. He is currently my prime suspect. Oh, gee, really? I didn't know he was into breaking and entering too. But I trust your judgment. Oh, someone's hurrying this way. Oh, Monsieur Underwood. Came as soon as I heard the news. I'm so... The detective? What has happened here? The window. Hey, Vi, don't worry about it. Just some local trouble. Watch out for the broken glass on the window. Oh, no. How must have seen so much grief today, Mr. Underwood. Oh, Miss Martell, why I have you? May I ask you a few questions? It concerns Mr. Downey. Ooh, poor cow. I should like to visit his family in the countryside. We have been close friends for so long. Miss Martell. Yes, of course. My mind is on so... Alright. So... the case gets, more happens on the case, and the office gets broken into. Roy's office gets broken into. So, we will find out more about what that all means next time we play. It's not as much a shocking bombshell, but it is. You can feel the case unraveling more and more, twisting and turning. So, I'm going to end it here. Calling a night here. Go find somebody to raid. So I think what I'm gonna do is raid. Hold on a second. I think what am I gonna do is raid Sakura Tsubasa. She is playing Link to the Past, I assume. Randomizer. I think so. She is testing a new sprite of Leah, a community member's little boy who lost their battle to cancer. So, give it your best, and I will see you later. Take care. Bye-bye. And by later, I mean Monday. I'm gonna do Rando Ladder like around 4 o'clock. There will not be a night stream, but there might be a night stream Tuesday. There might be a day stream Tuesday as well. So look out for me for that, and I'll probably start posting my non-rando streams on Twitter. No, not Twitter, Blue Sky. You will not see them on Twitter because I am not ever using Twitter again. But anyway, take care. Bye bye.